Let me just, guys, run through the earnings, right? The earnings downgrades which have happened. Let me go across to the big wall as we were talking. And I think it'll help kind of set the context for this conversation. So, you know, there have been earnings downgrades galore, as the title suggests. And just for the purpose of, to explain what we've done is we've taken what earnings expectations for FY24 were 1 month back before the earnings season started and how they've moved as earnings have come through. So earnings 1 month back and earnings now, right? And these are estimates because what markets focus on is earnings surprises or disappointments incrementally. I'll start with the Nifty 50. In the case of Nifty 50, 56% of the companies have seen earnings downgrades. That is 28 companies. 5 companies have seen no change. 6 companies have seen very small change, minor upgrades between 0 and 1%. And 11 companies have seen upgrades. 11 is what, 22% have seen upgrades. So 56% have seen downgrades and 22% have seen upgrades. Now let's quickly tell you where are the upgrades and downgrades falling. I'll start with upgrades, smaller list, banks and financial services, as you can see, some FMCG and auto, Bajaj Auto there. Where are the downgrades? As you can see, it's widespread actually. Divi's Laboratories, Tata Steel, Kotak Bank, Bharti and Apollo Hospitals. This is all, by the way, Bloomberg best consensus data that we are putting out. So it kind of averages out all the extremes. So these are the downgrades on the biggest downgrades on the Nifty companies. Let's now expand the horizon and basket to NSE 200, right? So you can say this will include some of the best top mid caps, etc. as well. So in the NSE 200 list, we've seen downgrades for 57% of the companies. That's 113 out of 200 companies have seen downgrades. 9 have seen no change. Under 1% upgrades are 19 companies, so as good as nothing. And upgrades from 59 companies, not from, but market has upgraded estimates for 59 companies. That is about what, 30%. So 57% have seen downgrades, 30% have seen upgrades in a wider basket. Again, let's just tell you where the biggest upgrades and downgrades are. LIC, Bank of India, PSU banks and financials is a theme that you will see quite a bit. Bank of India, Canara Bank, IDFC First and Bajaj Finserv. Actually, this is all financial services where we have seen, at least in the first plate, upgrades from. And then you also seen upgrades from Torrent Power, Tata Power, Petronet LNG and Indian Hotels, so as to speak. Now come to downgrades where the list actually is long and it's quite interesting as well. And I've kind of tried to bucket this into themes, right? So the new age companies, Zomato, Nykaa, you can see the downgrades for FY24 estimates, 24 and 23%. Consumer durables, Crompton, Whirlpool, big downgrades. Dixon, of course, is the poster boy for PLI, manufacturing, etc. That's seen a 15% downgrade. The consumer names, right? High P consumer names. You look at this. ABFRL, Page Industries, United Breweries, Info Ed, Jubilant Foodworks, all 10% and more in terms of downgrades. And then Pharma, Divi's, Laurus, Gland Pharma, Lupin have also seen their earnings expectations move lower. Metals, so some repetition, Tata Steel I mentioned earlier, SAIL, industrial company like Linde India down 12% to FY24 earnings, and Indus Tower, Bandhan Bank and Z are some of the others which have also seen earnings getting pulled back. To put a comprehensive picture, I zoomed out more. So this is, we talked about Nifty 50, Nifty 200, top 200. This is NSE 500, right? The widest basket. And you can take a look at what's happened here. For non-BFSI companies, that is 422 out of 500 companies, profits are down about 12% on a year-on-year basis. But let's get this number for the Nifty as well. And Nigel has that data, so let me toss it across to him in terms of how expectations have moved there. Nigel, over to you.
Okay, all right. Prashant, let's talk about, Motilal Oswal.